Well, I'm Honorable Idris Abdulatif Jr. I'm Ghana's representative to the Pan-African Youth Parliament, and I'm the Deputy Speaker of the Youth Parliament. I'm here to attend the Global Youth Assembly for my first time, and my expectations is to see how interactions here could serve as instruments for our negotiations and interactions with our government on matters of youth policy and prosperity, and also other decisions that they take which indirectly affect the future, of which we are either the beneficiary or will be the price payers. So certainly, as a diplomat and also somebody from the government side, I'm here to see how my other young persons think about the future. What are our hopes and aspirations? What do we think about ourselves? How the discovering process of our own identity as a young person, and possibly how we can make change. And for me, as a young person, my experience over the last 11 years in the field of youth public policy, youth and public policy advocacy on the African continent, one thing I've realized is simply that young persons need to take power. There is never a single day the adult generation will give power. Power is taken, it is never given. Until we take our destiny into our own hands and stop giving excuses why we are either failing, because there can't not be any excuse for failure in the future. As a young person, I don't know any excuse I can tell my children why I failed, why I couldn't get to Z when others are above Z, why I couldn't get to the average level, how others are excellent. These young persons need to discover. And one of the fundamentals of identifying our identity as a young person is to talk to each other, interact, is to trust each other genuinely, because one of the greatest stress of our unity is mistrust. Every young person today, perhaps as a result of social influence, wants to live a social life above the ethics of the age group we find ourselves. So we need to put sensations behavior and attitudes outside, and know that if my parents failed me, I can't afford to fail myself. And that the future is our property, and we can either make or break it.
Awesome.
So certainly, this is what I expect young person to think about to discover our own talents and use that talents to our own benefit. The future is not someone, it is our property. When the sea dries, we definitely need to go by land. So the other generation have failed us. We can't afford to fail ourselves, and the next generation who will take it. Thank you.
My name is Adam Shodletsky. I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Cool. And what inspires you to make change in the world?
Really, it's been my travels. I've been fortunate enough to travel all over the world and see many different beautiful things and diverse and interesting cultures, but also lots of poverty. And I think it's incumbent upon all of us to actually do something about it, rather than just focus on kind of making money and living in a bigger house or having a nicer car, when this is not reality of the world. Reality of the world is so much more complicated. It's so beautiful, but also such a challenge. So I think if more young people were involved and wanted to make a difference, then the world would be a better place.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Ahmed Saeed. I come from Alexandria, Egypt. I'm here as a workshop speaker in the Global Youth Assembly 2009. My workshop is entitled Fundraising for Youth-Led Projects and Initiatives for mainly local and small and large projects that are mainly youth-oriented. I'm very impressed by the work done here in the Global Youth Assembly and all the workshops, all the sessions. People here are very helpful, and what really made me come here to the assembly is that I heard about the huge success that happened in 2007, and I really wanted to continue this year. What I really love about this year is that it's very diverse. I can see people from all over the world, lots of nationalities, lots of, you know, people from Africa, Asia, and Europe, everywhere. So good luck, everybody.